is Joseph Avila. I was raised in Southeast LA, and my contribution to back to the community is like most of my life I was part of the problem. Now I give back like being part of the solution. Being part of the solution means for me means that I could use my experience, my life experience, and guide them. Because I wish there was a guy like me that would talk to me, to these kids, these young kids that are lost in gangs and drugs and just making life choices. And the most important thing was the fatherless, being fatherless. I didn't grow up to my role models were a guy in prison, the guy going to jail, and then you look for someone that you can model after, and then you look, and then when you don't have much options, when someone will sit down with you and tell you don't have options, you know, I mean, this is the option that you got, then that's where you go, and then it seems more enticing, and you find a camaraderie. Because I will not take away from the gangs. I really feel love. I mean, I felt the love for the first time. I felt my loyalty. When I went to prison, I really believe I was doing it for a greater good. Even if I had to spend the rest of my life in there. Even if I had to do anything for my gang, my God became first. Became before my family, and it came before God. And that was my whole identity, was my gang. So I get that point. I get that, but we have to, it's that brainwashing dialogue of how we are with the gangs, you know, and it's really important. And to hear in Spokane to dismiss the kids as just a bunch of wannabes that want to make themselves, that might be true, but it also to say that is to dismiss reality. They are more dangerous than a gangster that's under the tutelage of older homeboys that would tell him, guide him and tell him, you don't rob this, you don't rob certain people, it's all about respect, and you carry yourself like a gangster. They don't have that. They run around crazy, looking at videos, now social media, run on videos and get pumped up, and they have a gun. And you know that gun is very dangerous for them. You know, not only one life will be lost, there'll be 2 lives lost. And it's a very much problem that is growing, and it's infested. And it's like an epidemic, you know what I mean? And it's growing, and it's not gonna stop. So I cannot change the world, but if I could change one kid's life, that was my goal would be accomplished. But now I work here in Spokane, and I branched out to Moses Lake and Quincy and further away. And my organization that I work for, Latino Civic Alliance, we work with the kids. And Moses Lake is a very gang infested with Hispanic people and stuff. But that's how I contribute back to my guide these kids, be a mentor to them, and I show them the right ways. Well, first of all, I grew up in Southeast LA with a population, you know, Mexicans is high, vast majority of people there, and we always, from the older Latino family, the Mexicans, I was taught to be racist. It was embedded in me. I was taught to be racist, that the black people they're there and the white people are to get us and stuff. And even when they go to LA County Jail, we can't use the black phone. We can't ever take a shower after a black man. We could never eat after a black man. We could never play with them. So that, not even knowing them, and I go, this guy is cool. And there's logic to that craziness, to that animalistic way that you carry yourself. You know what I mean? So I asked one day I made a mistake of saying, why can't we just be cool with them? Well, no, we can't be one. Because if you pick and choose when we have a riot, you know what I mean, that could be my life. And then, but I became a racist. I don't know what was a racist. I wasn't against black women or black kids, just black men. And when you go, it's segregated. If you're not a racist when you go to jail, when you go to prison, you come out a racist. Because the blacks go over there, the blacks come, and it's always separation in my life. Always been separation. It's always been separation. And I come out to my unity for me in a community will be anybody will be accepted. When I started changing my grain of thought, my best friends were black. And it was just that I don't care. If you can't, nobody could tell me right now who can I hang around with or who can I hang around with. I am here. I mean, there's been the churches that they try to pull me. Let's go to Victory Outreach where you feel more comfortable with your people. Well, I go, these are my people. This is God's people. This is me. I go to black church and I go anywhere.